First here at noon, a final farewell to a detective who became a voice for peace.
A large American flag and a group of firefighters saluted Stephen McDonald's hearse as it traveled from Long Island this morning.
And his brothers in blue stood silent as his casket arrived outside St. Patrick's Cathedral.
A few moments ago, helicopters flew over Manhattan as a special tribute to McDonald. CBS News' Janelle Burrell joins us live from Midtown with more. Janelle.
And Mary and Chris, at this very moment, that funeral procession is making its way past St. Patrick's Cathedral. You can see the thousands of officers lining Fifth Avenue as the hearse makes its way down. It was truly a moving service. One of the most touching moments was watching Detective McDonald's son Connor speak so passionately about his dad, calling him the real Superman, leaving behind a legacy of love and peace that will long outlive him. The NYPD flag-draped casket carried into St. Patrick's Cathedral to the hymn Amazing Grace. Those who knew Detective Stephen McDonald say no song could be more fitting.
When God made my dad as a cop, he broke the mold. He's a legend who will never have a comparison.
His son, Sergeant Connor McDonald, and widow Patty Ann holding back tears, looking on along with a sea of police officers and those who simply felt they had to be here.
He is the epitome of what is a saint on earth, he and his family.
Mayor de Blasio, current and former police commissioner James O'Neill, and Bill Bratton also in attendance, with Cardinal Timothy Dolan leading the funeral mass as Detective McDonald was remembered.
Stephen was a man on a mission. There's no doubting it. He was a man on a mission. If you ever heard him giving a talk, you will know that he had a great admiration for Martin Luther King. Luther King famously said, "Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can."
Monsignor Seamus O'Boyle, a cousin of McDonald's widow who married them, making the trip from Ireland to deliver the homily, sharing with the mourners how Detective McDonald initially lost his voice when he was paralyzed back in 1986 after being shot by a teenage gunman.
Once he started talking, we thought he'd never stop. And he never did stop.
McDonald forgave the teen who shot him and would go on to use his voice to spread a message of forgiveness and peace not only to other officers in New York, but to dignitaries and school children and countless audiences around the world.
Everything that we aspire to be as a people and a city embodied in one man.
He believed that tragedy that befell him was something that happened to him for a reason, to inspire him, to inspire others, so that he could become a messenger.
The son and grandson of police officers, and now his son, an NYPD sergeant.
He was the greatest man that I could ask to be my father. From always being on the sideline, rooting for me during my Chaminade sports days, making a weekly visit to Boston College just to have lunch at Applebee's, and calling me every day at 5 a.m., every day, to say good morning while I was patrolling the streets of this great city.
Now back live here outside of St. Patrick's, that procession continues. It will make its way to Long Island where Detective McDonald will be buried. We should also mention that he was a huge Rangers fan, and we're told that tonight at Madison Square Garden during their game there will be a special tribute in his honor. Reporting live from outside of St. Patrick's Cathedral, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.